watching the Euros then on the telly?
Yeah!
England games have been fucking riveting, haven't they? During the Slovakia game, I actually nipped out at half time to go and pick up a Chinese. Unfortunately, I didn't get a fucking puncher, so I had to go back and watch the second half as well. So here we are in Newquay, my favourite place in the UK. I absolutely love it here. And one of the things I don't think we celebrate enough here is how many 50 to 60-year-olds we have who are regular drug users. I think there's something worth celebrating, don't you? And I don't mean weed, no, because let's be honest, everyone in Cornwall smokes weed. No, I mean the Class A's. I mean the Peruvian marching powder and the disco biscuits. Go out any given night in Newquay, any night of the week, you see a few people absolutely gunning their tits off. They barely fucking walk, but they're gunning their tits off nonetheless. But they enjoy it, a fair play to them. But what else I know about Newquay is every single person who lives there is an absolute fucking weirdo. That's true. We all moved down here from other parts of the country where we didn't quite fucking fit in. You know, myself personally, I was 28 years old and I lived in Essex. And I used to go to the bar, I used to have slightly longer hair than normal, which in Essex looked at like a weird thing. I used to get a lot of my clothes in charity shops before it became popular to do so. And I also used to, my mode of transport to get to and from the pub was a skateboard. Now in Essex people looked at me like I was a fucking weirdo. I moved here and it's perfectly normal, everybody does it. And I love that, I really do. But one thing I didn't take into account when I moved to Cornwall was the size of the fucking hills with the skateboard. When I first moved down here, I lived in Treloggan and I had to walk into Newquay every day to try and get pissed, because that's what you do. Walking up Trenance Hill, I swear that fucking hill gets steeper every corner you turn. You know, and I get down the pub and I'd have a couple of pints, and I'd have a couple more, and I'd normally have about 10 more after that. And I start walking home and I'll get to the top of Trenance Hill, and I'll think, I could skateboard down this. I swear it was like the start of an episode of Casualty most nights. I get on it, I push off. 5 seconds later, I'm not on the skateboard anymore. Ruined half of my decent fucking clothes, and end up having to chase the fucking skateboard down the hill, piss out my head. But what I do like about Newquay is, of course, the holiday maker season is here. Do you all like the holiday makers? No, we all moan, but as we all just worked out, most of us were fucking holiday makers before we moved here. So I tried to give them a couple of little bits of slack, you know, but there's a few things that annoy me. First off is when you're trying to walk down a high street and you're on your way to the pub like everybody should be. And you're walking down there and someone just fucking stops right in front of you. What the fucking hell are you doing? 9 times out of 10 they're in a red Newquay fucking lifeguard hoodie. My little cunt's not even a lifeguard. Fucking bastards. Also this year we have abundance of stag do's coming down, you know? 10 a penny. All think they're the first ones in history ever to dress the groom as a woman. Oh, we've never seen it before. Always had the shock of their life when they go out and realise there's fucking hundreds of them. And of course you can't mention the stags without mentioning the hens as well. All in their matching pink t-shirts with like hot lips on the back and legs. There's always a slightly larger woman with bestie on, because they couldn't think of anything fucking nicer to say. Some fucking friends, eh? Anyway, I don't live in Newquay anymore. I've migrated out to St Stephen, out in the clays, ladies and gentlemen. Out in the sticks, And that's interesting. Village life is interesting wherever you live, because everyone likes to know each other's fucking business. You know, and guarantees can be posted on village groups on Facebook about it. The highlight this year has been the change of the surplus odds of the bins, with the wheelie bins and the recycle getting collected on opposite weeks.
Oh my god, too much.
It's all too much, isn't it? It's all too much. I'll tell you what, it's all too much for fucking Mary at number 27 who puts out the wrong bin every week. Every fucking week, everyone on the road got the recycling out, Mary brings out a wheelie bin. The next week, everyone brings out a wheelie bin, Mary thinks, I'll fucking get the recycling out this week. And then she goes on the local Facebook page to moan about it. Here, why have my bins been collected this week again? Them bin men don't like me. Now, where I live in St Stephen, I actually live on the same road as a primary school as well. I tell you, when you move on to a primary school, you realise how fucking nosy little kids are. They walk past my house every day like that, looking in the fucking window. And on the way home, looking back in my fucking window again. I don't know what you're thinking, everybody looks in people's windows a bit because we all do it. But adults know the rules, don't they? If you look out the window and you see an adult looking, they look at the floor. They look around, pretend like they weren't fucking looking at all. They were, they pretend like they weren't, and that's the rules. Kids don't know the fucking rules. Kids walk up my road like that and they fucking stare. So I stare back. They just carry on fucking looking. They don't give a shit. I had one little lad last week, walked past, stopped, and went, "You alright? You alright? Fucking voyeuristic little prick. Fuck off." Always makes me chuckle. Sorry, I forgot where I am. Didn't do me fucking glasses, did I?
Do you want mine?
Now, I moved to St Stephen's to be with my girlfriend, who is now my wife. And she is the love of my life, and I love her to bits, and she sat over there. But like me, she's also a bit of a fucking idiot. And she says things that can equally be hurtful and amusing. So much so that I've started to write them down. At the start of the year, she turned to me in the evening after we had a few drinks and she said, "I'm going to message myself in a bit to remind me you're a knob." Charming, isn't it? Last week I said, "Darling," I said, "I saw on Facebook Memories, a video came up of me during lockdown." I said, "I look good, didn't I? I was doing the weights, I look good." "Yeah, no, you're just fat." Then you get the other times when I was upstairs and she called me downstairs, she goes, John, come here." Fucking hell, I went downstairs. I get downstairs and I'm like, "Are you okay, darling? What's wrong? What's wrong?" "I can't stop eating popcorn." That's some kind of fucking crackhead. What the fuck's that all about? But the best one has to be alluding to the fact that sadly I've only got one parent left. My wife's only got no parents left. And not long after she lost her dad, she looked at me one day and said, "You'll be an orphan soon." Charming, isn't it?
It's true.
Now, as I get older, I find more and more things irritate me. And it's never the big things, it's always the little bits. You know? For example, I mean, we can put a man on the moon, we can look hundreds of millions of miles into space, we can do all of this. But I'll tell you what we can't do. Can't open a packet of bacon by the peel here, tab, can you? Oh, fucking no, you get that and you put it. Either snaps off in your hand or you look like fucking the bloke off the Mr. Muscle advert for 10 minutes trying to open it. Yeah, I always try. Why do I always try? Why don't I just get a knife? I always fucking try. Something else that annoys me is, why is there only one good frazzle in a packet of frazzles? You always get one that's bacon, salty goodness, and the rest of them take very fucking bland after that. Why are they hiding the frazzles from us? Why don't they give us good frazzles? And if I will get addicted to it, like the popcorn, who knows? And I can't be the only one who goes to the shop and buys tins of tomatoes and tins of beans. They've had the ring pulled pressed down by a fucking elephant. You know, you try to open them, feel like it's going to tear your nail off every time. But it never does. The only last bit of my annoyance for today is I think I'm getting older, I'm afraid. You youngsters phone up. You'll get there, you'll get there. It's a dustpan and brush. Should be a fantastic invention. But oh no, you sweep everything up into a pile. You get down your dustpan and brush, you sweep it up. Pick it up. There's always a little line of shit left on the floor. Fuck you, little line of shit. Fuck you. Now, I try not to leave Cornwall very often because I moved down here for a reason. But the other week we had to go up for my wife's uncle's 80th birthday party up in Leicestershire. It was then that you remember why you don't leave Cornwall very often. An hour into the trip, we're still in fucking Cornwall. Hour and a half later, we're still in Devon. So fuck me, Cornwall, I think I'm far away from it, isn't it? But we got up to Leicestershire, we had a lovely night, met with the family, great night, a few beers. Next morning, get up, go to drive home. Now we're driving back. Do a big chunk of the journey and then my stomach starts rumbling. I'm like, oh. I said, darling, I said, I'm hungry. I said, I think we should stop soon. She went, yeah, all we do is we'll stop at the next services. And I said, fantastic. So we saw a sign, it said services 16 miles. Oh, brilliant. Now for the next 15 miles, what you then do is you wonder what you're going to be served with at this service station, don't you? You never know what amenities is going to be on offer. So you're going down there like that and you're thinking, you know, you normally get the sign about a mile away and it'll say McDonald's, KFC, Starbucks, Costa. But oh no, where I chose to stop was Gloucester Services. The most pretentious of all the fucking services. Because you get a mile away from there and on the sign it says one word. Farm shop. Who the fuck wants a farm shop on motorway? I'll tell you what, I'm halfway through a 300-mile journey. I know what I need. I need a pot of fucking Granny's homemade jam and a fucking focaccia artisan bread. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the cracking crowd.